What's up, fishaholics? It's Les here, as usual, doing fishy things in the fish room. Water change Wednesday, but I figured I would give you guys a quick view of the tanks before I turn on the lights. I like the contrast, how the tanks look when the lights are off. They still look good with them on, but just a quick view. Yeah, so lots to update you guys on. In the last video I told you that Rhonda passed away, and I've got a new male. He is an F1 pure labiatus, or F2, sorry. I got him from a hobbyist here who got him from Spencer Jack. Spencer out of Aficionados, he's our go-to for cichlids and pretty well any other fish locally. He's a wholesaler, but we're fortunate to have him in town and capitalize on being able to have access to all these good fish. This bottom tank here, this is a new tank. I made a new rack for this 90-gallon here to fit a 90-gallon below it, so I've got a 90 over a 90 now. This bottom 90 is waiting for a breeding pair. I've got a School of 6 silver dollars in there right now, and just some filters getting their bioload up, and heater, whatever, just to get the temperature going. Should be ready for fish anytime. I haven't gone and picked up the fish that belong in this tank yet, so that should be coming this weekend. Moving on into the fish room here. Again, I built a new rack here so that this 75 would be on the bottom. That's the Argentia tank, formerly over there, and the 90 is still on top. Festae are coloring up beautifully. Hoping to have spawn from these guys in the near future with the way they've been coloring up and showing dominance over the other ones in the tank. Looks like it should be any time. Then I got another new 90-gallon here. This is my Umbi tank now. That's on the left is a F1 female that I got from Corey at Corey's Cichlids. This is my wild male from the wet spot in Portland, Oregon. He's been growing nicely. In here we had another local club meeting, and at the auction I was lucky enough to pick up some Verdori. They're a Vieja species, I believe, if they haven't been reclassified. But you can see there's one right here. Just trying to get it in focus, but he's right in the middle there. Those are from Jim Cumming. He's a renowned fish keeper locally here and even abroad. He does some talks on certain fish he's kept. He's kept lots of fish over his career, but he's known for breeding Madagascar cichlids and killifish prior to that. So as far as Central American cichlids go as well, he's probably bred the list, my wish list or my dream list. He's bred them all. Below here is an empty tank. I have a spawn of red devils, and I'm gonna have to turn on the light here. Sorry for the dirty tank, but as you can see, this is a 10-gallon just jam-packed with red devil fry, and they're so small it's hard to move them at this size, so just kind of procrastinating a little bit. But they're going to be going in this 25-gallon on the bottom here to grow out. In this tank here, this was the largest of the Bredori that I got from Jim. And again, I want to say thanks to Jim for giving me these fish. I'm happy to have the species, and I hope I can do it justice. Coming from him, really, it even means a little bit extra for me. He's a bit of a mentor to me. I got 6 altogether, but they were varying sizes, so there is also 3 in here, along with some baby fry that are about 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4 inch. These are F2s. I got them from a friend of mine. He has a breeding pair, and he was breeding them for BAP because they're Class D here in our club. And yeah, so I bought his BAP bag because Central American cichlids don't really sell too good here in our club, and usually when they come up for auction, I end up being the one to take them home. Now, this is the Texas tank. Last time I took a video of this tank, there was 8 fish. Now, I got it down to 4. I kept my pair and I kept 2 dithers, but I haven't had them breeding, and I figured maybe there was a little bit too much commotion in the tank, so I reduced the numbers down from 8 to 4. We'll see if this male starts picking on the other 3 fish a little bit too much now. Then I'll add some more silver dollars or some type of dither to try and help out. Female's always over here. Sorry for the glare, guys. You know the drill. I'll get her from the side. So yeah, I'm hoping to get them spawning would be the best. In the bottom here, still have my electric blue Aquariums, but I redid the tank, added some wood, and just tried to make it a little bit better of an atmosphere for them to breed. Added some plants because, as you know, they haven't spawned yet for me either, so figured adding some wood and some plants wouldn't hurt. I'm also going to try maybe some leaf litter. Now, I've also added 6 5-gallon storage totes full of water with sponge filters that I custom made to fit in those tanks. So I'm just going to grab my ladder. Now I decided to set this up to keep my shrimp, because I like keeping shrimp, but with the other fish that I keep, it just makes it almost impossible to have the tank space. So what I did, here's my crystal red shrimp. I made a DIY sponge filter. I used 1/3 of an Aqua Clear 110 sponge for this one, and some 3/4 inch PVC, little silicone, and hooked it up to one of these airlines here. You can see behind the prime. In here I have some blue bee shrimp, but I basically never see them. They blend in with the substrate, and yeah. This one here is the crystal black shrimp. You can see one there on the wood. I don't know how many of these I have left. A few of them died off originally when I got them, and just hoping that the ones that are left can repopulate the colony a bit. Empty tank. This is a different sponge that I had laying around from an online order. These are my breeding group of guppies. And my colony of carbon really shrimp. You can see one there. One swung across. So these totes here were a bit of an experiment. Being up top in the fish room without a heater, they're staying around 75 degrees, which is a good temperature for the shrimp. It's even a little warm, but right now it was a warm day, so the room temperature is about 2 degrees higher than it normally is in here. Normally it's about 24 degrees. So with that, it keeps the tanks above 70, these spins. With the airline and sponge filters, the sponge filters cost about $5 to make altogether, and the 5-gallon containers are $3.24 at Home Depot. So for less than 10 bucks, you can have yourself a tank here, and I've made 6 of them together. I'm running them all off one air pump and hoping to produce a bunch of shrimp, so we'll see how it goes. Of course, it's new, so as I go, I'm sure I'll learn and I'm sure I'll adapt a little bit. Another cool thing to show you guys was when I went to the auction, I went hard on food bidding, and I bought a bunch of food that was needed. Now I've got all different types, sizes, like flake, pellet, you name it. Veggie, got it all. Catfish food, I've got fry food now. So all in all, lots to be excited about. Lots of new tanks, a lot more space, and just hoping for things to start breeding a little bit more. Happy for all the red devil fry. If I can get them to size, that would be really awesome. So far so good. They're about a week and a half old, and they've been growing this whole time. So I've noticed growth on them, is what I mean. But anyways, I'll try and put up a few more videos of just the fish. Couple short ones of just the tanks, so you guys can see the fish a little bit and not hear me talk so much. But if you like what I'm doing, like my videos, subscribe, share them. Everything helps. Thanks, guys.